Hey! Let me see.
It's not enough to.
Freaking ads on my own thing. Let's see if we can get a live going. Sorry if it's too dark. It might be too early to go live. Normal people have jobs. Am I right? Bearded and Trucking. Hello. How are you doing? I thought about getting into trucking like recently. I was talking to my cousin about possibly getting my CDL. But then I was just like, I don't know. I just really don't like driving long distances. It's just not my thing. But then at the same time, my sister used to tell me, like, oh, you drove for 4.5 hours or half your day at the post office, so why can't you drive for CDL? But I don't know. I feel like I wouldn't want to do like the big trucks. I feel like I would do like the dump trucks. I feel like that would be easier. But also, I don't know how to drive stick shift, so I don't know if that would like be a problem. Honestly, I don't know. Just from what my plan is, I really feel like I'm not gonna like work anywhere for a long period of time. So I don't know if it's a good decision for me. But I'm getting ready because I have a Amazon block today. And it's at 1 o'clock, but I had to be there at 12:15. I mean 12:45, so I gotta leave in like 25 minutes. But I figured I'd go live because I didn't get a live this week. It's pretty much all automatic. I didn't know that. So basically my cousin was saying that like I wouldn't have to like go to like one of those schools. It's a way to get your CDL without doing all that, like without paying a bunch of money. And I don't know, like the next time I see him, I might talk to him about that because I don't know, I just need to figure something out where I can like make good money, save a lot of money, and I don't know, you know what I mean? Just get to where I need to get to, you feel me? Achieve these goals that I want to achieve. But I have a massive pimple, and I don't know what happened. It's like the only thing on my face, but it's there. Yes, it's called trucking. I should put a little color on my lips today. I never do. Are you able to like, in trucking, are you able to like take off when you want, or is that not a thing? Because like honestly, if I could find something where I can take off when I want to, because I don't know, I feel like I want to take off whenever I want, like, and it's often. And that's what I like about what I'm doing now. even though the money is inconsistent, I like that like I can just up and go to Maryland or up and go wherever, like go on vacation or whatever, like anytime. I don't need to like ask for permission or anything like that. That's what I like about it. So if I can find something like that, it would be ideal. It just scares me about the long trucks, driving the long trucks. Like the biggest truck I drove was a FedEx. I don't know how many feet it was, but it was like one of the bigger FedEx trucks before the 18-wheeler one. And it wasn't that bad, but I just be feeling like, will I be able to drive one of those long old trucks? My mom had her CDL and she didn't have any issue with it, and I've always been like a great driver, so I don't know. Give dispatch a heads up. I might look into it and talk to my cousin about it. Because the thing about me is I don't have kids. I'm single. I can pretty much be anywhere in America, if you want to be technical, you know. So I don't know. It might be an option for me. It might be a legitimate option. So yeah. But today I do have an interview for Amazon Flex. And even though like my head's been kind of like all over the place with what I want to do, I was trying to make this work with you know, Spark and the deliveries and stuff, but it's just so up and down that it's just like I can't even keep up with my bills. And like that's just not, it's not okay. It's not cool. So I gotta like do what I have to do. So I've been applying for jobs and just kind of trying to see what I can get down here in Fayetteville. Like I feel like there isn't as much like jobs down here as there is like in the DMV area where I'm from. So I don't know. Like there's jobs on Fort Bragg, but they seem like they're more like contract jobs. And I guess there's like the city jobs, but like I haven't really seen much else really. Amazon Flex is just getting started down here, so it's like I think they're only working like during the day. I'm not seeing anything in the morning, like in the early morning or like late in the evening either. I'm only seeing like stuff in the middle of the day. So I don't know if that's just because they're not like at full capacity yet. They're not in like the main warehouse that they built for Amazon yet. So I don't know, maybe that's why. You can definitely do it. I know I can do anything. I just be second guessing like with the trucking thing with the trucks, you know. I see women drivers, you know, and they don't have an issue, but I just be worried about that. Duke Hospital. I think you left a comment about that, and that is like somewhere far away. Oh, you said work from home. I've been looking for work from home, but like for me, it's not really ideal because I like to be out and about. I like to like be out. Like I just can't imagine having to stay in the house all day. You know what I mean? For work. Like have to do my work at my house. Like I don't know. I don't know if that's right for me. You know, the post office always needs RCAs. I be seeing those posts on Indeed, Career Builder. Those are the two sites I've been on. I haven't been on anything else. But yeah, they're definitely hiring for RCAs. I definitely have seen like RCAs driving their own vehicles, and I definitely don't want to do that. And I really don't want to go back to the post office. Like, if I go back to the post office, this will be my third time, and I just don't want to do it. Like, I don't want to go through, like, having to wait to be regular. Oh, I don't think I've told you guys this, but they were hiring at my old station for a clerk, and you were going to be regular pretty much, like, right when you started, because they had, like, 2 people retiring. And I was going to talk about it with my previous boss, but I was like, then I would have to move back to Maryland, and I still have this place until April, so I'd be paying rent here and not being here, and it's just like, it just wasn't what I wanted to do. So yeah, it's always an option. I can go back, but like, I just don't want to. I don't want to get in that lifestyle where like I can't take off when I want. Like, it's so strict with your schedule. Like, it takes this amount of years to get regular. Like, I just don't want to be there. So I don't know. Susan, the name Susan gives me like Karen vibes for some reason. Like, it's like how Susan sounds is like how Karen sounds. Karen. So I've been back here in North Carolina for like 2 weeks. I haven't been drinking. I've been trying to get my eating habits right. I like got me an Apple Watch so I can like keep track of like how many steps I'm getting. I'm really not getting that many steps, even with like doing Amazon Flex and like the deliveries and stuff. I've only been getting about 4,000 steps a day, which is not that much. So I'm gonna have to start like incorporating some actual working out in my life, because I've gained so much weight. I've been so stressed out. I've just been like letting it consume me, letting it take over me, and I just need to get out of my head and just like do what I gotta do and figure stuff out, you know what I mean? I don't want to let it like ruin me, you know what I mean? And let the stress take over me, because it has been doing that. I've cried, I've like been emotional, I've been avoiding everybody. Like, when people are calling me, I'm not answering, because I'm just like, I'm going through a lot, and like nobody can help me but me. So it's really no point in having like conversations with people about what's going on, like, you know. 34 years. Oh Lord. Even when I worked there, I would always tell people like, I'm not gonna be here for the rest of my life. Like, I'm not doing that. I'm not retiring with the post office. I'm not. I just don't want to live that type of life where you just work at one place for like the rest of your life and you retire. I just don't want to do it. It's not me. It's not my journey. I feel like my journey is just more freedom, more being where I want to be. Like, that's just me. And like, staying at one job is just not it for me. 37 years. Oh my God. You think I need to come back to the DMV? Honestly, the DMV is always going to be home to me. Like, whenever I go back, I'm like, oh, I'm home. Like, I'm home. I don't know if Fayetteville is for me, but I don't know if going back to the DMV right now to actually live full time is like what I want to do either. I feel like I want to check out some other places. I'm supposed to be checking out Charlotte. My cousin wants to move to Charlotte, and if he does, it will make it like a little bit easier for me to go there and like scope things out and like see if that's another place that I want to move. But Fayetteville is just not for me. I just don't think it's for me. It's too quiet here. It's too slow here. There's like nothing to do. I don't know. And I like being like close to a city or in a city or like, and it's just so not it here. And I guess I wanted to be close to my sister. I wanted to at least have my sister close by, and that's why I chose Fayetteville. But I think if I would have came here, I might not have like chose this. Like if I came ahead of time and just like stayed here for a little bit, but since I made that decision like so randomly, I didn't have time to come here and like scope out this city and see if I want to live here. So I'm here at least until April, and then after that, I'm really not sure. And also, like, if I get a job that's, I don't know, I feel like if I get a job that's here, then that might like force me to stay here in a way. Because April is literally right around the corner, and I have until April to figure out if I want to stay here, and I need to figure out before April because I'm gonna have to like give my place like 60 days notice, I think, or if I'm not gonna renew the lease, I'm not sure. So I gotta figure out what I want to do. I admire that you're willing to keep the search for a perfect place. Yeah, honestly, I'm willing to live anywhere. Like, I really want to live abroad. That's really the goal. I want to like go and not live in the United States. I want to try Mexico. I want to go to Dubai. I want to go to so many places, and like I'm gonna do it. I definitely am gonna do it. I just need time to like get certain things taken care of, get money saved, and have like some sort of business or some sort of income to where I can move around or be flexible. And that's what I was saying with the trucking thing. If I can take off whenever I want, that could be something I could do. And then I might not even have to like be in this location. You know what I mean? Like I could like put my stuff in storage and not have an actual home maybe for a little bit, save money, and I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I think y'all know what I'm saying. Like not have an actual home, put my stuff in storage, truck, drive, make some money, and then figure out or like explore some other places and figure out where I want to go, where I want to move to. I don't know. Yeah, that would be a thing to like check out different cities. The thing is, I really want to be able to travel internationally more, and I don't know if I want to like have a home base. I don't know. I would have to really commit to that, you know what I mean? But then also, if I did buy, I would want to buy in a place that I can like rent it out when I'm not there, or do Airbnbs when I'm not there, or you know, be able to make some type of money if I buy something somewhere. I want to buy it in a good location. And I thought like if I buy here, I feel like I don't know if there's a market for like Airbnb here, cuz like who comes to Fayetteville for vacation? I don't know who does. And even rentals, I just feel like I don't know. I would have to appeal to like the military or people who just have careers, you know what I mean? Cuz there's a lot of people who they don't have money here. So, I don't know. That's what you do, explore. I feel like a lot of truckers do. But like depend, like if the ones that have families and stuff, like obviously they have a home or like, you know, for their anywhere. I feel like I should like have the goal of living in a bigger city after I leave here. I want to be in like Miami or like I don't know. I don't want to go to LA. That's never been like a thought to live in LA, but like Miami, I like Miami. The sunshine, the beaches. I like that. The DMV, I feel like that could be a good investment too. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'll be all over the place trying to figure out what I'm gonna do. Like when I was in Maryland, my aunt kept asking me, "Oh, when are you leaving? When are you leaving?" I didn't really know. I was kind of like going day by day trying to just figure it out. And like once I rented the car, I was like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna leave this day. And I told them a couple days beforehand. And so I feel like that's just me. I just be so random. Like, yeah, when it's time, it's time. So we will figure it out. I will take you guys on the journey with me. I didn't have a vlog this week, not much going on. But hopefully next week we'll be back to like regular vlogs and regular lives. I'm trying to do lives on the weekends and not during the week, but you know, I just decided to do it today because I didn't have a video for this week. So I gotta get ready to leave here in about 6 minutes. Maybe I'll go live later. I'm gonna try to get this car picked up and taken over to Hyundai today. So hopefully everything goes well because I tried it last week and it just, for some reason, the tow companies weren't coordinated with my insurance. I don't know what happened, but like basically they didn't show up and I was like left sitting around doing nothing. So yeah. Do you do videos, Bearded and Trucking? Because that seems like a name that somebody would have if they actually do videos. Doesn't look like you do. You love my forehead. I'm dead. Why would you like this? It's like it's like a dome. Email me your number. My number? What number you want? The number of viewers in here? My subscriber number? I don't know why that's hidden. I don't be giving out my number to like strange men on the internet. That would be a freaking disaster. I've been there before and I won't do it again. Even inviting people to where I live, I'm not doing that again. I'm just over it. I'm done. Bringing people into my space, having them disrespect my space, bring their freaking negative energy. Yeah, no. Follow me on Instagram and maybe we can talk there. Yeah, I have to, man, it was so much going on with that last person that I'm scarred. And it was like to the point where it shouldn't have even been happening. You know what I mean? Like it should have been so easy, but it wasn't. Yeah, you can talk to me on Instagram, Nikki Marie Brand. That's the place to find me. Let me get up and get ready to get out of here. What happened with the last? He cut me off. That's what happened. I didn't like go into detail about what happened because it just like ended abruptly. So basically I was in Maryland for like a couple of weeks and I came back and he came, we had, fun. And then he was hungry and like he was having an issue and it was late. Like I was planning on going to work the next day and he was trying to order food at 10 p.m. and something was wrong with his app or his phone or his car wasn't connected to his Uber Eats or something like that. And he was telling me to order for him. And I was just like, no, I'm in bed literally about to go to sleep. I'm not ordering any food for you. You need to figure it out. And as soon as I told him that, he got up, got dressed, and left. And after that, I didn't talk to him for like a couple of days. And then he texted me like, oh yeah, basically you know that it's gonna be the end of that. And I'm like, okay, that's your choice. If you want things to end, we can. He's like, we can still be friends. I said we were friends the whole time. We were never anything more than that. So yeah, that's what happened. Yeah, I mean, it was a casual thing. We were having fun, that was it. And we were friends. So he kept like I had said it in the video that he had kept saying that he wanted to end the physical part. And then like he would come here and it would be like the complete opposite. And so it would get on my nerves because I kept telling him after it would happen, I would just be like, you said that you wanted to end that. But as soon as you come here, that's the first thing you want to do. So I said, you have to stand in your decision and stop going back and forth with me because it's really bugging me. And yeah, so basically I talked to him a couple times while I was in Maryland again for the second time. And I haven't really talked to him in a couple weeks. So I don't even know. He said he was going to go on vacation out the country. And I haven't spoke to him, so that's ended. I'm back to being celibate for who knows how long. So yeah, I gotta get ready to go. We're gonna go do this Amazon block. I'll take you guys in the car with me, but I have to use the restroom really quickly, so just give me 1 second. Sorry about that, folks. What's so funny, Adonis, keys, what else do I need? I have an apple in the car. So let's go. I think I got everything. Let's get it. Let's go. It's actually warm outside today. Sorry, I couldn't show y'all. I wonder if. Let's see. Okay. A little coffee from yesterday. Hurry up, don't. You think trucking will be good for me? I think I'm going to talk to my cousin about it and go from there. See what I could do. Actually, I was like driving or whatever. But like I said earlier, my cousin said I might not even have to do all that. So I don't know. We'll see. We will see how that goes. I need to do something because I'm just like at a loss right now. You know what I mean? Just because everything with my car, job search, and I'm almost certain that I don't want to be here for another year after my lease is up. And I feel like if I just get a regular job, it's gonna like hold me to stay here. But I don't know. We'll see. We will see, honey. And also, I want to like really get back on my YouTube. You know, I looked up Uber rentals for but you have to do Uber for those. Actually, they only had Teslas available, which I'm like, how am I gonna charge that? Like, freaking Teslas. I feel like I'm foodie beauty. There goes the Amazon truck. I really hope they hire me so that I can start working like ASAP. But I think that I still have to like do drug tests and background and all that. So I don't know. We'll see. Foodie Beauty used to do the driving vlogs all the time. I mean the driving lives. I was just talking about that at the beginning of this vlog. Actually, no. I was talking about that some other time. But I left the post office when I decided I was going to move to North Carolina. I left like 8 months ago. And yeah, I pretty much just resigned because I was like, I know I'm going to move and it's going to be what it is. So I left. And I had no plans of going back. And I still don't because I just, I just don't want to go through that. I just want freedom, honestly. I don't want to go back because also I know that I'm not going to stay there for a long period of time. So I'm really not going to stay at any job for a long period of time unless they give me flexibility like I want to be able to take off and go traveling. like I want to do. Yeah, North Carolina. Honestly, I just really wanted to change. I was like in the same place that I was in with my ex. We had broken up. I still stayed there for another 3 years after that. I wanted something new, and I felt like if I stayed in Maryland in the DMV area, I felt like it was just like me staying in my comfort zone, you know? So I was like, you know what? I've been saying I wanted to move out of state for a while. Why not just do it? And I chose North Carolina because my sister is here and she's 30 minutes away from me, so at least I have my sister close by, you know. And, you know, at least I know one person here. So that's why. If I would have moved anywhere else, I wouldn't know anybody. So, yeah. I know a couple people in Florida though. I thought about moving to Tampa again because I lived there for like 2 years. I thought about going back there, but I don't know. At the time, I wanted something that was like in driving distance that wasn't too far. And so it made it easier because I'm like, I know I'm going to be coming back to Maryland like often. So the fact that I'm like 5 hours away, I can just drive there real quick. You know, that's why. You just left the post office. Honestly, I just feel like any job that you go to is not for everybody, and like only people that actually work at that certain place are gonna know like how it really is. And I would say like it depends on your station that you go to, because I feel like my last station was the best. Like the one that I was at, like when I first got into the post office, it was really bad, like really bad. And also like city carrying in general is like not good, at least where I was at. But at my last station, they had city carriers and rural carriers, and the city routes weren't that bad. They were mostly cluster boxes, even some were mounted, and there was only a few routes that had walking. And I feel like I even considered going to city carrying at one point just to like become regular faster. But then once I decided to move, I was like, you know what? I'm leaving the post office, and I really don't want to go back to the post office. Like I'm done this time. Like, it's not gonna change. It's the same thing. You're gonna work your freaking ass off. And if you don't plan on making a career out of that, then I don't see the point of staying. So, yeah. Do what you feel is right. Even people at the post office, they will tell me, like, oh, how old are you? And I will tell them how old I was. And they're like, oh, don't you want to, like, stay at one place or stay at one job? And I'm like, no, not really. Not really. That's not the life that I want to live. I just don't want to be at a place for 30 years and retire from there. I don't. There's other ways to make money, and I'm just gonna find the way that's best for me. That's not working a regular job. I might do it for the time being just so I can make some money, but long term, no. I need to do something else. Walter, hey. Yeah, a lot of people come to my channel and they see like the USPS content or whatnot, and I don't think they realize that there's no more of that. Like that's over. There's no more happening. And even if I was still working there, I still couldn't make the content because they were on my ass about the video that I made, and I was recording inside of the post office. So I just really didn't want to give them no no attention. Like I didn't want to even like encourage people to apply because I'm just like that video was nothing but positivity, and it just showed people behind the scenes of what they're actually going to have to do when they become a mail carrier. And I didn't see anything wrong with it. But the fact they were like up my ass about it, I'm just like, you know what? I'm not even talking about the post office no more. They don't deserve it. So yeah. Yeah, they work you like no freaking tomorrow. Like people don't understand. Like people just think, oh, they see their mail carrier like walking down the street leisurely. Trust me, it's stressful. Even me being like the experienced person that I had, I did my job very well. It's still stress. Like in the morning, you see all the things that you have to do. You're like, oh god, here we go. I gotta go through all this mail, all this freaking stuff, and it could be a lot. So, and I think also like the management can make it a very unbearable job. I don't like jobs where your management is so rude and so, I don't know, just like making the environment not good. And I feel like in my station, rural carriers, we didn't get it as much, like we didn't get that bad side of management as much as like the city side got. And I just try to stay out the way for the most part when I was working, like not get involved with the nonsense. Yeah, definitely toxic. And a lot of the post office is known for being toxic. And like the stuff I experience is not nearly as much as what I've heard some other people have experienced. So yeah, I'm gonna just leave that where it is. I don't plan on going back, so whoever. But yeah, I am pulling up to my block, so I'm gonna have to check in. I'm going to end my live. I've figured out the way to load my car. If you guys saw my last video when I showed like all the packages that I had and there was no organization, I was just putting them anywhere. The best way for me is to do it like how it is on the list. So whatever's at the top and the middle, you put that on the sides, and whatever's at the bottom, you put it in the middle because it's gonna be the last thing. So yeah, we're about to pull in, so I need to check in. Thank you guys for coming to this live. I appreciate it, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.